Alright, hey, what's up? This is Salad from Saladbowl Gaming, and I'm bringing you a video of my PvP DK build. If you know anything about the game or you've been following it at all, you know exactly where I'm at right now. I'm in the gardener house. I don't own this. This is just a quiet spot. Nobody else can come in here while I'm previewing, so I decided to stay in here. I would really like this house. Look at this house. Hold on. If you haven't seen this house, let me show you quick. This house is pretty sweet, and I'm showing it as preview or as furnished, but it's 3-layered. It's within Stormhaven, which that's kind of what I wanted. Wayrest, sorry, not just Stormhaven. Three layered. Got your dungeon down here. Pretty sweet. I think it's probably one of the coolest houses, because I don't really like super huge, and super small is terrible, and this is kind of a good go-between, but I don't have a million gold. So, if you also you notice my voice sounds a little different. My mic is back here. That's because I'm not using this mic. I have a Blue Yeti mic. I'm borrowing it from a friend. And I would personally like to get a new mic so that I don't have the crappy quality of my headphone mic. Yeah. That would be awesome if I could get that. So if you could give me a like, give me a share, subscribe, anything you can do to pass on my YouTube, my videos, that would be greatly appreciated to get the views up, get my name out there, but obviously only if you like it. So now let's get into the build. So this is my DK. This isn't what he looks like normally. This is a costume, obviously. So right now he's wearing the Battle Mage Tribune armor. This is what he normally looks like. So right now, as you can see, I'm dual wielding on right now, but I also run staff. So I dual wield staff, dual wield what do you call it, in Inferno. So I've got 2 blood spawn, which you want two divines. I'm still working on the divines arm piece. I'd like a light one because I'm wearing 5 heavy. So I do the 5-1-1 with the Undaunted. So I do that for the ultimate because the DK does not have an execute really of any kind, and so the leap really helps. But I'm also running the Destro ult because I generally run in group builds. This is going to be more of a tanky build. It's not going to be your 1vx. It's not going to be the type of build that you go out and you now become the new Cypher. It's definitely not going to do that. And you can see from, if you were to watch his videos, you would see that this is definitely completely different than how he runs. But I'm running 5 fire in pen because Magicka DKs run fire damage. They're fire heavy. Almost all of their abilities are fire. So it adds damage for that. The fire 5-piece does. Then I'm also running 5-piece Sun on my damage bar, which gives me 300 spell damage to my flame damage abilities. So not only am I running fire damage increase on the fire, but I'm also running the Sun. Now I'm running 5 heavy, which is very tanky. 5 impen, so that gives me a lot of tankiness, but I also get a good little burst of damage, so throw people off a little bit. So I'm not saying that I won't do any damage, but I'm just saying that I'm not going to be like the best, the most damage wielding person out there. So as you can see, I'm buffed up right now. Sorry, I'm going to sneeze. I run Witch Mothers for the max Magicka, max health, and the Magicka recovery. So without this, I'm sitting at, as you can see, I'm sitting at 13k health, 28k Magicka with 13k or 1300 Magicka recovery. unbuffed, sitting here in Stormhaven. Once you get into Cyrodiil, here I'm gonna pour it in there quick. I'll show you the difference if you've never PvP'd before. Alright, so now I am in Cyrodiil, and as you can see, my max Magicka, max health are both, or my max health has gone up. Reason for that is Battle Spirit. When you come into Cyrodiil, you get Battle Spirit. So I get buffed my health. Now, I run Witch Mother's Brew for everything I just said. Let me put that back on. If you notice, I'm up to 22k health and 32k Magicka, and I also have 18k Magicka recovery. Now, the reason that this isn't putting out the damage, and it's a little bit more tanky, is because of the Magicka recovery. If you watch any other DK build, they rely heavily on their ultimate, and they rely heavily on pots, because they're usually running with about 18k Magicka recovery, or 800 Magicka recovery. I do not run with that, so I rely heavily on my Magicka recovery. That's my playstyle. That's just, I like it. I usually run in a group. If I'm not physically like grouped up with somebody, I am at least with three other pugs that are just kind of running around Cyrodiil. So I don't really have to worry about ever taking anybody on. I can generally hold my own. It takes a while for people to kill me 1v1. So that really helps out a lot. So let's get into my abilities. On my staff bar. So staff bar is mainly just for Magicka recovery with my heavy attacks and the alt. So I would just throw my alt and I'd switch back to this one, which would allow me to throw down all my dots and get everything going. So don't think of the staff bar as your damage bar, because it's definitely not. I got draw essence, got my wings, my fire scales. I chose fire scales to do more damage. It reflects back, but it also ignites whatever projectile and adds more damage. Harness Magicka, because I chose that one. A lot of people, what I've heard, they don't like that one, but I like it because of the Magicka recovery. So if you get hit by a Magicka ability, it restores. So if you can take resources by yourself, because those mages hit pretty hard, you have Magicka recovery on. You can basically go in and not ever have an issue with Magicka. I've gone in, tried to take resources, and my health will be down to like 10, and my Magicka will be 100%. Just pop a pot, I'm back in it, throw on an embers, and then I'm good to go. So back to this, I have choking talons. The reason for that is because like I said, I like to run in a group. I like to run with more than one other person. And the choking talons is good because when you get in a group and you talons everybody, they now can't do the damage that they once could. This basically takes away their damage, which is good so that we can heal back up. Let's say there's Zergana, say it's 2 on 10, and I talons them. Now they're not doing as much damage, and we can heal back up whatever damage they had just done. Then obviously coagulating blood because of the DK buff. Now my damage bar, I got burning embers for the heal, and I got molten whip. Both of these are kind of the main damage dealers that I have. I get a lot of killing blows with eruption, because what'll happen is they'll get too far away, and 9 times out of 10 they'll dodge my stone giant. So I mean, they got that add-on, that PvP add-on that tells them when to dodge, and it's kind of cheating in my book, but whatever. I mean, in the real world, you don't know. You can't. There's no way you can know what's coming. But this, as you can see, I got a distance on this, so people start running away. They do their streak, like a Sork will do a streak away, and I will throw this down, get that last little bit, because you can see it does instant 4K fire damage, and then 900 or 1,000 fire damage every second. The other thing is it also slows down, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's supposed to be like this, but it slows down mistform. So people like to mistform away, and their mobility mistform or whatever, this slows them down so that they can't get away. And generally I'll be running with people, I'll have a Nightblade in the group, or I'll have another DK and he'll jump up on them or have a leap or whatever. And the second they come out of mistform, we pounce on them. And then the other one is Stone Giant. If that's my knockdown, that's my stun, my main stun. So generally, if they're running that add-on to where they can see it, and I can tell, I've seen people where I'll be up on the gate up top, and they're looking. Not only is their back away from me, but they're looking flat towards the ground. I'll Stone Giant them, and somehow they knew. Somehow they knew to dodge right as it was getting close. You can tell who's running that add-on. But yeah, I'll use that, and if they dodge it, I'll generally spam it because I don't have Magicka issues. And then obviously my Engulfing Flames to give them that debuff, so that whoever I'm running with, or even myself, if I'm caught in the middle 1v1ing or whatever, I can do that extra damage. So I also run with tripods. If you don't run with tripods, I recommend it completely. There's a couple different variations that give you different health bonuses, Magicka bonuses. This is just the one that I've made. This is the one that I've had the most, I guess, materials for. But it gives you health immediately, Magicka, and stam immediately. But it also has a constant tick of recovery, which is great for the DK. If you don't run those, I recommend it. Now, you're going to get into CP. I just want you to know I'm not a theory crafter. I don't put a lot of time into CP. I probably should put more into it, but right now I got a lot more on my plate than I'd like to, and I don't have the time for it. So I generally put, like, I was watching one where they had like 15 in one, 17 in another, 31 in another, and it's like I don't have the time to test all that out. But what I use has worked for me. So I have 100 in Spell Erosion and 100 in Elemental Expert. Like I said, I do all fire damage. That's it. That's all I do is fire damage, which is a spell damage. So I need that Spell Erosion. I need to get in there. I need that spell penetration. So this adds a lot of damage to all my fire abilities. Now I put 100 in Arcanist because that Magicka recovery. I rely on Magicka recovery. Now I could have put with my staff, with my heavy attacks, I could have put it in tenacity, but at the same time, I mean, I don't do it a lot. It's there if I need it. And then 100 in Magician to reduce the cost of all of my abilities, because as a DK, I'm not dual wielding DK. I'm not using melee. I'm not using that. I have no need for actually the dual wield. I'm only using the dual wield for one reason only, and that's because I have 2 sharpened. Add spell penetration. I actually need to change the enchant on this one to match this one, because I want this one add spell damage, 320 spell damage for 5 seconds. I want that one on there, but that sharpened spell penetration. So I have a crap ton of spell penetration. I don't know why they don't have a stat. I think that they would need to put that in, because as you can see, where is it at? Is it here? Is it here? No. It is. Oh wait, yeah, it was there. I got 5281 spell penetration, but then I've also got 2500 on both of these. So that's I got about 10k spell penetration. That's kind of what I look for the burst. And now if I go in here, Elemental Defender. So right now Magicka is a big thing. Everybody's running Magicka for some reason. So I have it in Elemental Defender to defend against all of that. But then I've also got Hardy in there for the poisons, because poisons, every once in a while you get that guy with poisons. So as you can see, I pretty much max out the traits that I want. I've got 6 traits. That's it. 6 different champion point spots. No, I've got 6. So could it be better? Maybe. Am I worried about it? No. I mean, I do pretty well for myself. I mean, I haven't been PvPing all that long, and I'm a captain on this guy, and I've got 3 other characters that I actually have PvP'd with and tried it out. I've tried a Blaze Plar, I've tried a Stam Sork, or a Mag Sork, and I've tried a Stam DK. I don't like them. This is the only one I've found that I like. Yeah, this is in my opinion one of the better builds, or one of the better classes to PvP with. I know a lot of people that started on it, or started on a Mag Sork, and then they've switched over. This is generally how I run. I don't like people knowing what monster helm I have, so that they can expect what's coming. Because a lot of DKs run with Scoria, so you'll get that meteor coming down, and a lot of people prepare for that, but I don't run with that. Yeah, so that's my DK build. Yeah, leave a comment if you liked it, like it. If you didn't like it, go ahead and put a dislike. But yeah, share, subscribe, like. There'll be more videos coming up, but also, if you like this video and you like the sound quality, let me know, because I will be getting a new mic at some point. It's just got to be in the budget. So yeah, stay tuned.